Reselling sneakers has unquestionably grown into a significant industry. Only a small number of people, who I refer to as traditional resellers, were interested in flipping sneakers for a profit just a few years ago. However, there are currently entire businesses based on this sector. So, is reselling sneakers dead? The answer is not so straightforward. Flipping sneakers is a challenging industry. You can make a fortune when the market is strong. But when the market crashes, you end up with a lot of overpriced sneakers in your inventory. Is reselling then dead? That is a question that requires more than a simple yes or no response. It is impossible to provide a definitive answer to this complicated issue because it is so dependent on numerous factors, such as the availability of new shoes and the state of the economy. In point of fact, the manner in which I have introduced the topic has already given you a somewhat distorted understanding of what reselling is all about. This is why it is so difficult to investigate this subject. My job today is to look at all of them and give you an honest response to the question. There must be a lot to think about. The virtual entertainment bunches made it cool to be a sneakerhead, which brought forth another variety of affiliates, which we'll call vultures. How did the Jordan 11 Concorde revolutionize sneaker resale? In shopping malls, there were several riots that resulted in store vandalism and robberies of individuals and delivery vehicles. It was a unique advantage. Nike and JB have struggled ever since to control their release procedures. The online method has failed due to the introduction of sneaker bots. Because the majority of store raffles were rigged, the subsequent raffle system was also absurd. Jordan Brand gradually increased the retail price of its sneakers when it realized how much money was being made in the resale market. The Concorde 11 cost $180 to purchase, which we were whining about at that point. Are you ready to deal with this? The suggested retail price for Space Jam 11 in 2016 was around $220 before taxes, an increase of 22%. Additionally, Nike keeps raising their MSRPs to this day. I'll explain why I went to such great lengths to convey this information to you. As I mentioned earlier, the market became overrun with vultures, making it harder to get sneakers. I can't recall the last time I was able to purchase Jordan retro sneakers from a retailer. If you ask someone like me, is sneaker reselling dead? The answer is without a shadow of a doubt yes. However, once more, this is a very distorted view of sneaker resale. The issue with traditional resellers like me, as Charles Darwin would say, is that we failed to adjust to the new environment. I'll give him that once as well. My demise was caused by my failure to adapt to the industry's rapid change. However, even for those who could see the signs, there was still a significant issue brewing: the new dynamic marketplaces, which will be the next consideration. A few well-known stores once ruled the sneaker reselling industry. Flight Club was the only name that most people knew at the time. On Nike and Soul Collector, individuals could still sell their own sneakers. The business was not as well organized as it is today. The closeness of these communities necessitated a certain brotherhood, which led to guys throwing alley-oops to one another. The majority of the guys in these communities knew each other. Additionally, there were some well-known sellers on eBay, such as Soul Supremacy and the Cool Shoe Shine, to name a few. However, things drastically changed when dynamic marketplaces like StockX and GOAT arrived. The great equalizers, such as StockX and GOAT, made it simple for anyone to become a reseller. They made it simple for anyone with a cell phone and some money to get into reselling by removing many obstacles. Before the times of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and StockX, being an affiliate required information on tennis shoes. Now all you need to call yourself a reseller is a style number in the GOAT or StockX app. Consequently, the market is oversaturated, and before you know it, there is more supply than demand. As a result, prices fall, harming everyone. The resale prices of sneakers have suffered as a result of StockX's free market policy. The absence of price regulation has significantly lowered the average prices paid for sales. To move stock, dealers are continually undermining one another, subsequent in a rush to the base. As a result, there has been a significant decline in the sneakers resale market. Despite StockX's assertion that this is advantageous for buyers, the disadvantages for sellers far outweigh any advantages. In any case, these commercial centers were planned exclusively for advertised tennis shoes like Jordan Retro S, restricted Nikes, Yeezys, and such. Along these lines, if you were to inquire as to whether shoe exchanging in this classification is dead, I'd say most likely. Terminology and fashion trends come and go, but iconic fashion items remain staples of popular culture. Such is the case with sneakers, which have enjoyed a particular level of popularity over the past decade. While people may not be purchasing sneakers as much as they once did, the high-demand items of today become tomorrow's resale commodities. After all, they say one man's trash is another man's treasure. From bootleggers buying up old Jordan styles to those looking to snag a great deal on a unique pair, there's no denying sneakers will continue to play an integral role in the fashion world for years to come. Sneaker reselling has become a more and more profitable business, as people around the world recognize the value in having the latest, trendiest shoe designs. A successful sneaker reseller will be knowledgeable and well prepared, with an understanding of the current trends and a plan on how they can capitalize on them. But many people believe new releases should be immediately identified and your service, pricing, and customer support should already be good to go. Knowing the customer base, both online and in person, is also essential. Additionally, resellers should keep up with the newest technologies and platforms available for selling, as well as researching potential outlets for selling in bulk. With the right strategy and commitment, individual resellers have the potential to become a major player in the sneaker reselling market. Overall, sneaker reselling has been a lucrative hustle for many entrepreneurs, but its popularity seems to be waning. As the sneaker reselling market becomes increasingly crowded, there is more competition for the limited number of products available. Furthermore, the rise of low-cost counterfeits has decreased the exclusivity of rare, expensive sneakers and further contributed to the decline of sneaker reselling. Ultimately, this increasingly saturated market and the influx of counterfeits has caused the popularity of sneaker reselling as a hustle to drop off.